it's Ian with Ohio Power Tool, and we got our friend here, Adam from Ridgid, and we are wanting to talk about some of the compact systems that Ridgid has out now for the SeeSnake. Now, a lot of things that people are noticing with this new design here. Everybody's kind of familiar with the Compact 2. We're seeing now this new CS6x Versa, so I'm noticing it's a little bit different frame. You want to tell me what's going on with this here?
Absolutely. On the Compact 2, we've had the same kind of kit and caboodle kit here set up with the Compact 2. It's got the little flip open design. It's a nice mounted all-in-one system. We have since upgraded to what's called the CS6x Versa. And the Versa just means for all the different ways you can do it and its versatility. Instead of being a fixed mount unit to the machine, it's still a fixed mount unit where you can have the versatility and the portability, but we added a few new things on it. One of the first things is you can rotate this back and forward to your optimal viewing height. You can also then remove the screen itself with two little clips on the bottom. And you can actually multi-position this where I can pick this up and I can mount this camera right back on top. So now I have a higher viewing angle depending on my position. And again, I can tilt it back, I can tilt it forward, whatever I want. Just as a CS6X, this happens to be a CS6X pack. Whenever you see that X on our monitors, that includes Wi-Fi technology.
Awesome.
What that Wi-Fi does is this will sync to your smart devices via Wi-Fi, and you can live stream videos and pictures straight to your smart tablet, phone, and from the field, you can text, you can email. Also, if you're doing a job for a customer, you can have your tablet in the customer's hands watching you do the work exactly what's going on inside the pipe.
They don't have to hover over you. You can have them a little bit away while you're doing the work there.
Absolutely.
Adam, so I'm familiar with the Compact 2, 100-foot line, 1-inch diameter camera head, the flexibility of it, doing the smaller lines. Now, with the new C40 and M40, I am noticing there's a lot of changes going on.
There is, and the biggest difference we have, Ian, is we added 31 feet to the cables.
Okay.
So the C40 and the M40s now have 131 feet of cable versus the original 100 feet of cable in the Compact 2. We end up keeping the same 1-inch camera diameter head, but on the C40 and M40, there's a slight difference in the C and the M. The C40 stands for compact, just like the Compact 2, and it's the same push cable, which is a nice, thin, flexible push cable. It's just 131 feet now with a few other technologies that we'll get into in a minute, but the M40 has a much thicker push cable.
Yeah.
Still with the 1-inch head, the only thing it really does is it takes you from a minimum radius, bend radius from 2.5 inches on the Compact and the C40 to a 3-inch. But it helps you push an extra 10, 20 feet, and sometimes that makes all the difference in the world.
Better for those straighter lines getting further out there versus the flexibility of this one, kind of doing some smaller lines there. All right, so you had mentioned on it before that there is some new special features with the C40 and the M40. You want to touch on that?
Absolutely. So the new features are what we call TrueSense. And there's a couple cool things with TrueSense that we have. First and foremost, we have an updated camera lens.
Okay.
And that updated camera lens is called HDR. And it's not high definition, but it stands for high dynamic range.
Okay.
And what that high dynamic range does is it takes the low light spots of the image and the dark spots and the light spots and it blends them all together. And it gives you a better overall picture inside a pipe. If you've ever done a camera job before inside of a pipe, it's always kind of hard to see the top half of the pipe. It's kind of a dark spot. Guys are always complaining about it. With the HDR turned on, you can actually then encompass and see the whole pipe now, much better than our previous versions. The other real cool thing with the HDR is that it illuminates another 3 to 4 feet further down the pipe, giving you better visibility and distance down the line. The second big feature to TrueSense is what we call tilt sense. So there's actually an inclinometer built into this camera head, and it actually shows you the degree pitch of the pipe that your camera's sitting at. For now, for the first time ever, you're gonna be able to tell if you're going downhill, uphill, maybe you're dropping down to 45 or going up a 90. It's gonna physically show you on the screen what angle that camera head is at.
Now, I got a lot of guys who already have the Compact 2 who might be looking at this new feature with the TrueSense and thinking, hey, that's gonna be great for me. Now, what's required? So let's say they already got a Compact 2 monitor. How do we know if it's going to be compatible with the TrueSense?
So if you have a Compact 2, as long as you have a CS6X pack, any X version monitor, one of the great things here at Ridgid is we have kept the same 3-prong connection. When I say 3-prong connection, that is the connection from the camera reel itself to the actual monitor. So if you already have an X version monitor, you can buy just a C40 or an M40, and it's all the TrueSense features are going to be compatible on your existing X version monitor. We do that just to keep it easy for you guys in the field. You don't have to buy a whole complete setup again. You can just buy the updated TrueSense camera reels and hook it up to your existing X version monitor. But again, it has to be an X version monitor to get all the features and functions.
So if you got the Wi-Fi function with your existing Compact 2,
it'll link right up.
The pack, it'll work with all the new TrueSense. So you don't have to, buy a brand new monitor along with it. You'll be already set up. All right, well, Adam, thank you very much for stopping by, showing these off. So kind of summarizing it up here, what I'm pulling from this, if you got the Compact 2 already and you just kind of been a little bit disappointed, want a little bit extra line, I'm going to say looking at the C40 is probably going to be the best option for you. Now, if it's something that you weren't thinking that push cable was going to be stiff enough, the M40 upgrading to the larger, thicker diameter cable there might be a good option for you as well. I know everybody that I've sold the compact units to has been, extremely happy with them. So adding the line, adding the stiffness, we're only getting better with them. So I do appreciate you stopping by and showing these off.
Very welcome.
Hey, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will be back with another video later.
Thanks for having me, guys.